Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Double Thought Show. First up for today's show, we'll explore the astonishing 30 million deal that rap legends Cameron and Mase recently signed. Then we'll shift gears to dissect two major news in sports media. NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe, who until recently was on Undisputed with Skip Bayless, now joining the ranks of ESPN's First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and of course, the Uno reverse card. Michael Irvin, who until a couple of months ago formed part of ESPN's First Take, now joining forces with Skip Bayless at Undisputed. Stay tuned until the end because KaiR and myself will discuss who we believe will have a more successful show this year.
Guys, before we start with the first topic, we want to thank you for everyone is checking in. Remember to like, comment, and of course, share this video with your family, friends, and of course, distract your enemies with those videos.
Yes,
And
yes.
and of course, most importantly, hit that subscribe button, guys. It really helps us with the development of the channel. Just like Mace and Cam, we're seeking that $30 million deal. So you
Yeah,
can
man.
help us with your support.
Yeah.
We can reach it. And maybe we'll do a Pat McAfee once we reach it. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
We
Who
know. They just don't know yet. All right.
Yes, guys. So, as we always say here at the Double Thought Show,
Let's face it, if they took care of business, I'd be out of business. You know what I mean?
well, Mason Cam and Cam have been handling their business. There have been rumors earlier this year, about a month after they started, that they received offers for their podcast or their show, how you want to call it. It is what it is.
That's the name
This
of
is
the show as well. That's the
it
name.
is what it is. Yes,
It
that's
is.
the name of the show, guys. If you didn't know, this is what Cam had to say about those rumors. Then fair use, by the way, fair use.
Can't hear it.
You cannot hear it.
No, I can't hear it, man.
Okay, let's try it again. Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, if they did it in a couple of months, I think we've been doing this content creation a bit longer than them, but they're
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, yeah, but they're Maze and Nas, of course. Nas, Maze and Cameron, of course. So yes, yes, yes. I can hear you now, man. Yeah. So
Of course you can hear me. I'm on mute.
yeah,
What a smart guy I am sometimes. You should be able to hear it now. Can you hear it?
nope.
This is impossible. This is not a good. It's not a good start of the show. That's
So
for
we
sure.
need. I can do it again.
I know why you cannot hear it. It's you should be hearing it
I
now.
appreciate the interest and everything else.
Okay. Let's try that again, guys. Let's try that again. We will
My show,
start.
make my show a part of what they're doing. And listen, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the interest and everything else. This is fully funded by me. I ain't go get no help. I ain't got no partners. I ain't got no bank. They came and did all this shit. And y'all have to offer something I ain't got. Now you don't know what I got. And you can assume what I got. I'm not gonna be unreasonable, but you gotta be fair. But right now, for the time being, we gonna have fun. Well, a lot of niggas hollering at me to
And fun they had. Fun they had. I mean, apparently back then. So back then they had 14,000 subs. Basically, starting up channel, but basically building it up from their. I mean, LG already said rap legends. Well, we all know Mace and Cam, Dipset, Mace, Or Mase, the rapper, Mase the pastor.
Past the
Wasn't
Mace.
Pastor Mase. He's been doing all kind of stuff, and now look at him now. He's in sports commentary. Have you watched the show, RJ?
No, only clips.
Mm.
Never watch their shows, but I always see the shorts, and sometimes so shorts and clips basically. The clips are hilarious, but watch a lot of things that I just haven't gotten around to watching their shows. Have you?
Yes, yes. I'm an avid watcher. Let's put
Okay.
it that way.
Okay. Yeah.
Boss.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway, I mean that's the thing
that's their thing. Yeah, that's their
that's
thing.
their
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's their thing.
But yeah, so I'm not the only one watching. They have been since their start in February. They've grown their channel up to 312,000 Subscribers. So in about 6 months, which is a pretty good growth.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been watching. Among them, Underground Fantasy, which is a sports betting platform. According to articles, Cameron Mace reportedly scored a lucrative deal for its what it is. It is what it is show. Others say it's a 8-figure deal.
Mm.
8 figures. Well, as rappers always do, they will tell you. You don't have to ask them. They will tell you what the deal is. It is true. They always
true.
tell. They always
That's
snitch
it.
on themselves. We have self-snitching rappers
Yeah,
like
yeah,
KaiR rap, and then you have rappers that will tell you what the deal is. It's that's like being a rapper.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Brag about your money.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not a rapper. Anyway, so according to let's say an intro, I cannot play the intro because it's a song. It's a song that Cameron recorded. He says, "El Rapido, 30 million. What is what it is?" It's a song that was playing while they were signing the deal. It seems. Look at him. I cannot play the song. That's why it's on mute, guys. Fair use, by the way.
But was it something? What did you say? Was it something? Was there something with the song? So
Yeah, so in the background there is a song playing in this video, and in
yeah.
that song he says El Rapido, it is what it is, 30 million, and this is basically what it says: welcome to the family, Underground Fantasy. So
Mm,
it's basically telling you what the deal is in a rapper's way,
I understand it now.
to
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
on wax,
yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
it's not on wax, it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
Well, s- even sometimes with some rappers, if it's on wax, it didn't happen.
well, that's like 80%, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
anyway, so Underdog Fantasy this is not their first deal, by the way. They also signed with Jebel Arenas, his podcast,
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yeah, did he?
Yes, they have signed a deal with him as well. So they are basically spreading their their reach
What that is that? Is that for the same show? So or is it some another deal?
Underdog Fantasy.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
the
So
betting
okay,
platform
yeah,
signed
okay. I
different. It's
thought
just like FanDuel did with Pat
Pat
McAfee.
McAfee. Yeah, I thought you said. Oh, I understand it. I thought you said that Mace and Cameron signed with him, but
Oh no, no, no.
it didn't make sense. Yeah, okay, I get it.
FanDuel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, these betting platforms are really spreading their wings out. You have Penn. Last week we talked about Penn basically removing themselves from Barstools after they bought it for 550 million,
Yeah,
and they sold it back to Dave Portnoy for $1.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So maybe we'll see this deal
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Cam and Mace in the future, selling off because they have like 3 shows on on the channel. You have It Is What It Is, which is the English show, sports commentary, and then they have Es Lo Que Es, which is the Spanish version.
That's not true. Are you serious?
Yes, yes, they have a Spanish version.
But
Let me
then, but
go.
then, but then that's just the translation, right? The translation of
No,
the
no,
English
no.
version.
It's totally different people. Let me share my screen real quick, which
Okay.
is which is genius. See, let me zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
You see here, Es Lo Que Es, and these are the people who are running that show. So it's totally different people. It's not a translation. It's a totally different show, but it's also
Oh.
sports commentary.
Uh, okay. So, but the show itself is from so Cameron. Let's say
They're not
Cameron
in
is
the show.
no, I understand that. But Cameron is Cameron the
Producer.
yeah of
Yes, they are part of the channel.
okay, understand. Yeah, yeah.
The channel is called Come Talk to Me. Come and
Okay,
talk to me. And
okay.
on Come and Talk to Me, you have It Is What It Is. Come Talk to Me, which is another show, and then you have
Mhm.
Es Lo Que Es.
Mm,
So they are building basically really a channel where, let's say, a betting platform can utilize their ads on. I mean, you have different, hey, you have different target groups. Wouldn't surprise me if we
sí,
see
es verdad.
it's verdad. It wouldn't surprise me if they later on try to separate the channels from each other, so then you can target even better your target audience, because right now they are
Yeah, it's one
plugging everyone.
channel. Yeah, yeah. That's true. Well, um, I mean, there's a lot of opinions on how to strategize and how to build your channel. Some
Yes.
people might say now that it's not good because some people might say that they should have created it as different channels in the first place. But sometimes, I mean, at the end of the day, you hear people who have made it successful in various ways, and but this explains a lot because I remember that I went to the channel to look at it is what it is clips,
Mhm.
and I encountered a bunch of different things, and I was like, uh, I thought that I would just find clips of Mace and Cameron, but there are
Mm.
like other things as well and shorts. I want to say shorts actually, not clips, shorts. But
Yeah, they have clips. This is the channel he posts also music videos on. So it's
exactly,
like all over the place. But
exactly.
I mean, RJ, I'll tell you what is the most important
What
in business. At a certain point, you need to start.
exactly?
Don't keep strategizing and making plans. You gotta
Yeah,
start, and that's what they did.
yeah.
And you
That's
can always, I mean, divide everything later on, by channel or moving things all over the place.
yeah,
But you need to start, and they did that in February. So 6 months later, they have a 30 million deal.
yeah. But at the end of the day, there are Mace and Cameron as well. So that
Yeah,
also, of course, played a
help.
role
It
because
helps.
no matter how, let's say, ineffective the channel is, or someone might find, it's still Cameron and me. So they will definitely they will get people regardless, purely because of their names.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah.
do think that's in the beginning. But if your show isn't that good, people will leave as well, as fast as they come.
That's true. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but we're also great. They just don't know it yet,
Uh,
and that's just because we are not on that level yet, and that's why, guys, we need your support. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Share the video with your friends, your family, and of course, distract your enemies with our videos because we too here on the Double Touch Show want to celebrate with you guys our $30 million deal. 30 million or more. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, and by the way, it's a fun show to watch. It's very different than the regular talk shows. We know First Take, Undisputed, which we're going to talk about later on. They are basically choosing to go the total different route.
Yeah.
They curse sometimes on the show. They make like the joke we made at the beginning was a reference to their jokes,
Yeah.
talking crazy like, oh, that's crazy, that's crazy.
No,
We
yeah.
know all what they are referring to, but
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
it's a target audience. They make content that the target audience likes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's important in these days, and you see that also with Pat McAfee. It's the
That's true.
same stuff. You if you start, you gotta build your base from the bottom,
Yeah.
and then brick by brick,
Yeah.
build it up, and then I mean it took Pat like 6 or 7 years to reach that deal with FanDuel, which is I think 200 million or something like that.
Yeah.
And now they signed another deal with ESPN,
Yeah.
while others were getting the boot.
Yeah. We need to we need to make space.
Man, your salary is cut is too much on the budget.
It's cutting in on the Pat McAfee budget, so you need to go. So
Yeah.
we allegedly placed a saboteur and let that saboteur go try to cancel people, try to cancel Jalen Rose, try to cancel Perkins, and so on and so forth. Allegedly, we'll talk about that later on in today's show.
Yes, yes.
But
So
what you said, KR, it's very true, and it's very interesting. And I think a lot of people know it, but they're not willing to do it. And that is to start. That's the first thing, but also to feel. A lot of people, I like to listen to people who did something with their lives, and they always say it's
something
good.
positive, you mean, right?
Well, they say, um, come on, man. They say, guys, KR always tries to set me up. I don't know why, but okay. So no, but it's what
Look at
you
his
what
face. Look at his face.
you, yeah. So but basically, it's what you always say. Um, talk not you, but people. Let's say people who made it big. They would say it's good. They failed oftentimes more than they succeeded, and they learned more from their failures. Others will say fail fast, fail often. If you fail fast and you fail often, that means you tried a lot of things as fast as possible just to see how it works. Then you will gather information faster about what works and what doesn't, and then maybe you can either pivot or decide not to proceed with the show. But yeah, yeah, I don't know why you keep laughing, but
No, so the reason why I'm laughing is this: fail fast and fail often. Don't crash out.
yeah, yeah,
Don't crash out. That's
yeah,
all. Don't try to chase that breaking that
yeah,
news breaking
yeah,
story, because you might
yeah,
crash out doing that.
yeah, yeah. The Get
And
the
not
get
like Prigozhin.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You get a salary and then you go to the casino, all in.
All in. Don't crash out.
No.
We've seen crash outs this past week. People
Yeah,
getting their planes.
yeah. Well, but as I was saying, it's like a lot of people know it. They will read it and they will oftentimes they will say, yeah, it's good. You have to. It's understandable. So they understand it on a logical level. But then KR, when you need to make the decision and actually do, let's say, what people like to say nowadays, do the work. When you
Mm.
actually need to do the work, you see that a lot of people are not willing to take the risks. They are not willing, and sometimes it's difficult for them because they have a family, and what is very important if you have a family is that everyone's on board. And if you have someone that isn't on board, then it's going to be very difficult indeed. So that's why I think that although to succeed in business, sometimes it's failing. I mean, luck plays a role because you need luck. You can be a very good show. You can have a very good show. You can be a very good artist. Uh, you can be the best in what you do, but in this world, if you don't have exposure, then you might not get the best deals. And Cam and Mace apparently have both because they had the name to start the show, but they actually made a name for themselves by by proving that the concept works just like the other Joe Budden with his podcast. He was as a rapper known, but not known. Let's say he was not considered a top rapper, a legitimate rapper, perhaps, but not a top rapper. He entered into the podcast space and he made a name for himself as a podcast. And say what you want about him, he knows how to do it. You can see that by the results.
Yes, yes. And you have, of course, I mean, we've already seen that they were moving to the next level because in the last 2 months they had uh, uh, people joining the show like Stephen A. Smith. They had the guy from I Am Athlete. I forgot his name all the time.
Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall was also there. So you see they are expanding, getting more people who are joining the show for one or maybe I think Brandon Marshall did I think two or three shows because Stat Baby was not there from what I understand,
Mhm.
and basically yeah they are moving on and
Yeah.
this is the I mean this is one of the biggest shows urban talk shows out now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anything else you want to say relating to this topic?
No, I'm just very happy for them. Looking forward to see how the show will develop. So it's congratulations to them.
Yes, definitely.
And hopefully, I mean, it's encouragement. I mean, for us as well as a smaller channel, but hopefully, it's people like to hate, but I mean, be glad that they made it and try to learn from what they did because usually on this show we talk about all the times
Yeah.
people don't handle their business, but when they do, it's good to applaud them. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing them grow.
Yes, guys. The second topic. The second topic is Shannon Sharpe joining ESPN and also his own podcast Club Shay Shay, going a different route. Shannon Sharpe announced not long ago his departure from Undisputed. Not only did he left Undisputed, also his podcast, which was created by him but produced by FS1, left FS1, Fox. It was revealed that by Stephen A. Smith, by the way, Stephen A. Smith. I keep saying Stephen.
Yeah, I don't know
Stephen A.
why.
Smith. I don't know why. I've known him for all these years, but all those years I keep saying Stephen. Anyway, Stephen announced last week that Shannon Sharpe was going to join First Take two or three times a week.
I think two times, Mondays and Tuesdays. I think
Mm.
maybe that's what I believe I heard.
Yes, I think it's only two. So, and you have others as well keep joining the show. And basically, Steven said, get ready for some behind whooping. That's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what he said. So let's see how this is gonna go.
yeah. Well, Skip couldn't have said that because if he did,
He would have get he
It
would,
would have been it would have been placed in a different context.
and it would. This is different. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, Skip has been disrespecting Shannon for a while now. This whole season, the last season, it's been a couple of times.
Yeah,
You ask yourself, come on, man. Come on. You're saying yes. Yeah. But
yeah.
he
I mean,
Skip
that's
who's
but
never
that's
been
yeah.
should I continue? Skip, who's never been a high achiever in sports, disrespects a Hall of Famer and says he's jealous of Tom Brady. Come on, man. What are you talking about? He's
Yeah,
in the Hall of Fame
yeah.
with
But
3 rings, 2 or 3 rings.
the three, but nah, man. The thing is this: if you look at the reason why I shook my head when you said it was that was that the the he does it with everybody. And when someone goes, I mean, this is it's debating one on one. If someone takes it personal, that's because he lost. And Skip, sometimes they say that he believes. I mean, that's what Stephen A always says about his former colleague, that he really, really believes what he's saying. When some people think that he is lying. So, but he seems delusional sometimes because he really believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
And when you cannot use your not stats and facts to support your stance, then you need to take it personally. And that's what he did. And he did it with Stephen A. Smith. He always does it. That's what I believe at
The
least.
difference is both Stephen A. and Skip are journalists, and the other
Yeah.
is so come on, man. Have,
Yeah.
have some respect for the
Yeah.
guy. He's a
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
But come on, man. To tell a grown man with 3 Hall of Fame rings who plays a completely different position
Oh, that's also it. Yeah.
was being regarded as they say that he changed the was he tight end position.
Tight end, yeah, he's a tight
He
end.
changed the tight end. He changed how tight end uh, was being utilized in games.
Yeah.
To go and tell someone like that that he's jealous of Tom Brady, like
I think,
that's
but
I think people. I mean, of course, as Shannon, as he took it to hard, because this isn't the first time. I understand it, KR, but all I'm saying is that's who he is.
but
That's who he is.
Skip also talked crazy about what happened to the Bills cornerback who got. I don't know if you can say the name. He talked crazy when that happened,
Yeah, he did actually.
and then Shannon said, "Take your words back." He refused to do it,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
of
might be
course.
right.
But
He
that's
really
because
believes what he says, and he
yeah,
thinks
he's
he
delusional.
might be really delusional.
Yeah, he's delusional. That's what I'm saying. He's delusional. So
But let's take it back to
to the
Shannon
business,
Sharpe.
yeah,
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 to the business part as
yeah.
well. So Shannon basically split up his deals. Before this, he had a deal for both the Club Shay Shay and for his sports commentary at the same place
On Fox, at Fox.
on Fox at Fox, yes. And now he's split. He's doing the sports commentary on ESPN, and he just signed a deal with Colin Coward's company for the podcast. He's going to the volume with his podcast for first of all this content, but they're also referring to more content being created with Shannon Sharpe, which is good for him.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
it's a savvy business decision when it comes to, well, technically I would say, but if you compare it to how Cam and Mase tried to develop their own on their own versus signing. There are some stuff where you have to ask yourself, maybe you should have went on your own, develop it further, put your own money up. But now he chose to sign with the volume. I think it's better to sign separately. That way, you're not dependent on ESPN in this case.
Yeah, you don't have all your eggs in one basket. That's very important. And of course, the volume has a lot of different podcasts as well. You have in sport in NFL you have Richard Sherman, who also has a podcast there. In NBA you have Draymond Green, who has a podcast there, and you have what's his name, David Cormier. Is that the name of the UFC?
Daniel.
Cormier. Yeah, he's also there on the channel. So, and but I think this is, to me, Club Shea. I'm happy. So I'm happy for him. It's smart what he did. Definitely very smart what he did. Yeah, those are the shows. Uh, but it's very smart what he did. But what I thought to myself, KR, and maybe you did as well. I don't know. Why didn't he just? Why did he move his podcast to a platform? Because he is a big name already. Why would you do that? I can imagine that it might have something to do with time and also the facilities, right? So if you go to a studio and you don't need to worry about the producer and editing and lighting and those, I mean, and
Think
marketing,
it
maybe.
that I do agree with you on that. So I don't know why he chose it. I was expecting him to go free agent because we've seen how free agent works these days. If you go free agent, the deals are there. There
Yeah,
are deals there.
yeah,
I mean, 200 million, the 200 million signed by Pat McAfee showed everyone what is out there.
yeah,
Because before that, there was no sports commentary show that had big deals. We only had uh, um, um, UFC. What's the guy's name from UFC? Oh man, why do I forget his name? I always watch his podcast. Joe Rogan. Jeez,
Joe. Whoa.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know why I forget his name.
Yeah.
Forgot his name. So you had the only big podcaster who signed a big deal, a huge deal, remarkable deal was uh, Joe Rogan. And now you people saw that you can also do it with sports commentary with Pat McAfee's deal. And now you see, I don't know how much he signed for and how long. And they didn't disclose that. But
Yeah.
going to a platform, you're only adding to the platform. You're not actually adding to yourself, in my opinion. But yeah, RJ.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I also believe. So that's why I say the only thing that I can imagine is the facility.
Mhm.
Not having to worry about the equipment, having someone to manage. So I believe that's what the volume offers. So it's probably, I don't know exactly what the volume offers, but usually when you see deals like this, it's just like record deals, right? Where you have the artist that go, if the artist wants to go independent, the if the artist wants to take the independent route, it's more a larger portion of the income will be for the artist, but the artist would need to take care of everything himself. So,
Yeah.
equipment, logistics, marketing, finances, all those things. While if the person signs with a record deal, all these things take is all these burdens are taken away from him, including the burden of carrying a lot of money. So that's what.
Was about to say, I was about to say, I think you forgot something.
That's why
That
I for that that's what.
you carry less money, and you might as well. They might stick you for your paper.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We know
So
all those deals. I mean, record deals. You
Yeah.
end up you end up instead of signing, you think it's gonna be easy. Yes, it's gonna be easy, but they will charge you everything,
Yeah.
remove everything from your plate,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
add
Yeah.
extra cost, and then you end up with $5 in your pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you might be right. You might be right. But yeah, I think that's why as well we are independent, and as the independent, we've chosen the independent route, KR, for the Double Dot Show, and for the channel to grow just like any independent artist, we need our fans to engage and support. And you do that, guys, by pressing on the like button, so you can rate the show. Don't forget as well to comment. Let us know what you think about the topics we're discussing, especially now. What do you think about the whole Shannon Sharpe to ESPN first take move that took place, and also even perhaps more specifically the fact that he moved his podcast to the volume instead of the instead of staying independent. And
You
yeah,
should have done it.
should he have done it? Yeah, let us know.
Should you have done it? But would you have done it if you were running Club Shay Shay? Would you have chosen the independent route, or would you have signed with ESPN or the Volume? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know, guys.
Let us know how
Now,
business savvy you are.
yeah.
In a good way. You're laughing
Test
like
me. It's like you're testing them and
I'm
test
testing
me.
them. I want to know what the people who are watching us. How much do they know, and how are they
Yeah,
gonna move? You know.
yeah, I understand that. But yeah, guys, let us know. Let us know what your thoughts are, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel as well. Of course, it really helps us with growing the channel. Yes.
Anything you want to add?
No. Let's go to the next story, because at the end we promised our viewers and our followers, our listeners as well, for those who are watching or hearing, listening to the podcast, to or what we believe, or which show we believe will be more entertaining and will do better the up and coming season. So let's move to the next.
Guys, the next topic, the last and final topic of today before our discussions, is Michael Irving. We have a whole playlist of Michael Irving because we discussed before this why he was absent of TV. It's almost 6 months now, almost going to 7.
That long? Wow.
February.
Hmm.
Super Bowl weekend, or Super Bowl, yeah, Super Bowl weekend. If you guys remember, it went totally south with Michael Irvin. He was accused of being too friendly towards. You want to say something?
Towards a woman who approached him and talked to him for a minute, with one, at least 3 feet of space between them. But okay.
Guys, we have a whole playlist
Yeah, we
discussing
do.
this.
Yeah.
He even sued. I mean, it happened in Marriott. He sued Marriott for 100 million. And during this process, what also happened was that NFL removed him from the shows he usually is part of.
Yeah.
He didn't do the draft. He didn't do the combine. He didn't do anything for the last 6 months, 6, 7 months. Sitting at home, going to Brazil. Shout out to Michael. We saw that one. We talked about that one. Going to Brazil. But
That's why we're the best sports team. I don't know who these guys are. What did he say? I don't know who these jokers are.
Yo, that was a classic.
Yeah,
That was a classic. I don't
it's,
know who these jokers are, but that's oh man, that was a good
I
one.
sent a
Where can I
message
watch
and asked
UFC?
them, "Where can I watch you?" Was it? It was
Yeah,
sports, right?
yeah, UFC. Where can I watch UFC? And
And they told me, and I just came here, and and they approached me, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to anyone, but here I am now. I don't know who these jokers are." Yeah,
I mean, it's always there are not a lot of guys that I watch, and it's always exciting. When he's excited, you also get excited.
yeah. His energy is very contagious, very contagious. His positivism also,
And the thing,
positivity.
he's almost 60 or 70. I don't know. He's almost 60, I think, in his 60s. So to have that much energy, it's great that
Yeah,
he still can, we can still see him on TV. And guess who he's joining?
yeah.
He's joining Richard Sherman, Keyshawn Johnson to become the dream team on the new Undisputed with the brand new rap from Lil Wayne, a brand new song.
Didn't say. I was about to say the text clear. I mean, the text clearly says song.
I need to
Let's
spice
see.
it up, man. Brand new song by
That's
Drake.
when
I
you know.
shared the screen with Skip Bayless tweet. That's why RJ wants to act smart. That's why it's a brand new rap. Chicka 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 chicka. Good morning. Good morning. Next Monday, the 28th. So today, it's actually the day that
It aired.
it aired. Yeah. Yeah. It's quite a choice. Richard Sherman. They had a clash before on Undisputed.
They
Skip
did.
and Skip and Richard. Keyshawn, I have never seen. I don't think Keyshawn has been on the show before, but imagine because I think Richard will be joining 2 days. I'm not sure. Michael will be joining. Will be joining. I think also 2 days, and Keyshawn maybe one.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically, what you'll get is a. I wouldn't say it's a copy, but it seems like ESPN and first take. Yeah, ESPN First Take and FS1's Undisputed are going to have both rotational people visiting and two headpieces.
Yeah. That's definitely what it seems like, because the undisputed first take initially was two people, Skip and Stephen A. Smith. I believe Stephen A. Smith, no, Skip brought Stephen A. Smith aboard. When Skip Bayless left to go start his own channel on Undisputed, or to start his show on FS1 called Undisputed, he was replaced on ESPN on first take, to be more specific, with none other than Lil Max Kellerman, the rapper turned
Little Max.
turned broad,
Oh,
turned turned sport broadcast. Yeah. Uh,
getting punched up. Wasn't he a boxer or something
it
like that?
wasn't a fair fight. Yeah, okay.
His brother was a boxer, but he was the one getting punched up.
Okay, it wasn't a fair fight. Stephen I mean, it's like he was punching himself sometimes.
Oh
But
man.
when Max left, Stephen A did a very smart move. He said, I'm a big name. I'm the star of the show. This is my show. And I need to put multiple people here to keep it interesting, because the chances, and that was very smart of Stephen A. Smith. The chances of him finding another Max, another Max, Is yeah, finding another Max is
It's
way
pretty
bigger.
hard.
Is way bigger than him finding another Skip. And so
And
and
it's
so
also easier to replace, right?
yeah, easier to replace as well. If something doesn't work, you can just switch, which we've seen as well happen this last couple of
Season.
months.
Yeah.
But Skip maintained the same format, and that format worked well because Skip did meet his equal, someone that could go head to head with him.
Or even superior.
I would say so too. But at some
Well,
point, even if you're superior, human beings are superior to walls. But if you hit your head too much on the wall,
the
your head
wall
will
might break. Or
your
your
head
head might break.
your head will break. And so uh, s- uh, Shannon said, "Okay, that's good." Now you could argue that Michael Irving in itself is a very big name, but Michael Irvin is also a Cowboys fan, and
Oh,
we all know that the Cowboy talks are the talks that they keep having
the
every week.
cowboy riding is
Will the
going to be
Cowboy? Will they
crazy.
win? Will they come back? Is this the end? Is this the team? I mean, this is so. That's where I believe that that's why I believe that it was smart for FS1 and Skip as well to get multiple people and use the copy the ESPN route, get multiple people and see how that goes.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be a suck fest. Pause. It's
Uh,
gonna be crazy. It's gonna be just imagine how much cowboy they already talked during the time Shannon was there. They were talking like out of the 5 days in a football season, at least three was about the Cowboys. And now
yeah,
you have two Cowboys fans,
yeah,
two big losers.
yeah. But I think what we will see now happen, or
Hey, someone
what
has to play the devil's advocate,
yeah, and what we might see happen is Skip
showing his true colors.
not showing his true colors, but taking the controversial route. And what's more controversial than having another cowboy fan, a cowboy supporter across the table and saying, I love the Cowboys, but they suck. And that's what he will do now because it's a debate show.
Yeah, that's
So,
the format.
so they're going to debate about it. But I believe whatever Michael Irving says, he will say the other, the opposite. Richard Sherman, I don't know if Richard Sherman can take one year, one season with him because Richard Sherman is also a very passionate person, very passionate. And he's gonna open his mouth. So if Skip thinks that he has like people across him that will not do so, then he's wrong. But I think he knows it, and that's why he went to out of his way to acquire that team as well. Yeah.
From a scale from 0 to slaps, how many slaps will we see? Skip, watch out, Skip. Start Bob We're weaving, Skip, because this might end bad. This might end bad. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Anyway, guys, so basically, what we have here, we have a reverse Uno.
Yeah, we do. It's
Because
a bizarro world.
yeah. I mean, are there anything else to add? Because then we can skip to the discussion aspect of this.
Yeah, we can skip to the discussion basically because well, last thing I'll say about it is this: I don't think in the history of sports media there has ever been a trade of this magnitude. I'm very happy for Michael Irvin
Yeah.
because we've covered him. I mean, he didn't do well. We still don't know if there hasn't been any proof of him doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
The contrary, the video shows and the witnesses, KR, is it's all in favor of Michael Irvin, but
What,
still,
what
and
witnesses?
the
According to Marriott.
yeah, according to Marriott.
Anyway, continue.
But the fact that the NFL Network dropped him right before the Super Bowl, and ESPN also suspended him apparently pending the outcome of investigation or case or whatever. I mean, for someone to for you to take away something that someone loves based on nothing is disgusting in my opinion. It's beyond me. So I'm very happy that he has a home. He found a home at least for the coming season. Let's see how this one goes, whether he'll stay or not. Stephen A. Smith wants him back. He's been very open about that, but let's see what will happen. But I'm happy that he at least found a home for this season.
Yes, yes. I mean, yeah, I totally agree with you. It's sad that what happened. By the way, they haven't closed that lawsuit yet, so that's still ongoing.
Yeah, it's still ongoing. Yeah,
And
and
we
we're
will
still.
keep an eye out.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out. Yeah, yeah, definitely keep an eye out. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, guys. With that being said, and the winner is. You can start. You have the floor.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, who the winner is? Well, statistic wise, I believe ESPN. So First Take has been winning for the last couple of years, 7 years or something like that. Statistically. But what would be the more entertaining thing to watch? I believe the more I go where Michael Irvin goes, man. I believe that Undisputed will be more entertaining. Skip is always a Skip will always make things interesting. Let me put it like that. But as it relates to entertainment, I believe that that definitely Undisputed won and has a better team.
Mhm.
As it relates to who I would like for them to sign, if they can find a place for him, is Jalen Rose. Because Jalen Rose also drops dimes, and it's a shame that he's not on the. I don't believe he's been picked up by anyone specifically, but he gives great breakdowns of both on and off court NBA matter. So yeah, as it relates to perhaps the quality of the information, you know what it is about First Take. What I give Stephen A. Smith credit about, he can talk very seriously about nothing, and he will take it and talk about it. And don't get me wrong, he's a great journalist. I mean, I recognize his greatness. That's not the point. But sometimes when he takes a point and he starts talking about it, and he talks about it in a very, I mean, he's very opinionated and very direct with his opinion. But so in that sense, but I'm not sure, and I believe he has better sources that can give better information. So as it relates to information, the quality of the news, I believe that ESPN won that part. If you ask me which show I would watch, if I had to choose between the two and couldn't watch both, without seeing the shows in effect, Undisputed, for sure.
Okay, okay. I'm I think I'll take another route. I think if you look at it financially, it is what it is. 6 months in and an 8-figure deal, they won flat out. If I look at entertainment level, I would say I'm tired of watching Skip, to be honest. I'm tired. I'm tired. Retire, man. I'm tired. You should retire. I don't know who's watching that show anymore.
I
Skip
am.
is delusional.
Yeah, Skip is illusion.
That's my biggest problem. Sometimes you get there is some times that you can be delusional, but you cannot be delusional. I mean, it's a character, but you cannot be delusional as a character 100% of the time. It becomes annoying. I'm tired and I'm annoyed. I don't want to see 60-year-olds in front of my screen discussing sports. I'm tired, annoyed, and I don't want to see rimples all the time. So I would put younger people with knowledge who have shown. I mean, I love Irvin. I love Michael. I don't know why Michael joined this quagmire. But Michael, I wish you all the best because I like you as a football player and as a person. When it comes to entertainment, I think Stephen A. Smith might take this one with regards to entertainment on TV. If I want entertainment in general, I'll go, it is what it is again. You'll laugh a lot of times. They don't talk, they talk, the angle they take is totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that it is. You know what the thing is with it is what it
It's
is.
a niche though.
Not only it's a niche, I don't consider it a sports show, even though it is. So when I look at it, I look at it as a comedy show that talks about sports and not a sport.
Okay, it's not sports.
No, no,
Debate.
no, no, no. It's not sport exactly.
But would you
Exactly.
say that then Pat McAfee is also a comedy show then?
So when I think about these shows, and maybe that's why they're so successful, I think of them as I go watch it for the comedy. I don't go and watch it for the news. If I want to watch the news and let's say serious things, quote unquote, I would look at either First Take or Undisputed.
Did you
If
watch First Take and Undisputed for news? I think
no, no,
what-
yeah. So no. So no, let me no. So I say serious. So the operative word apologies. The yeah. So one yes for news, yes, but for commentary on the news, of course, because I don't watch, I don't get the news, I don't follow NBA. Let's say a Bleacher Report
Mhm.
or I follow them on Instagram, but I don't go to. If there's a breaking news, I'll go to that to the channel.
Mhm.
But I'm a visual person, so if there's a show about it, I'm gonna watch it. And what show will I watch? I'm gonna watch either Undisputed or First Take. Now, again, Pat McAfee. I've never watched Pat McAfee for news.
Mhm.
When so I'm saying when I go to watch it, I always go to watch to see his opinion, but also I go for the comedy, for the lightheartedness.
Mhm.
And that's why I believe so. I'm not saying that they are you're saying that it's a niche. So that what McAfee has and what it is
What's his
what it
name
is.
again? What's his name again?
Who? Who?
You just said.
Pat McAfee.
Okay, you say McAfee.
Pat McAfee. Oh, my bad. Pat McAfee. McAfee sounds like an immigrant trying to order coffee at McDonald's. So what you have is so
I'm trying to build up. Yo, dude. Are you trying to nuke the show? Come on, man. Come on, man.
nah, but yeah. So when I think about Pat McAfee, and it is what it is. I don't think of them. So I know. So intellectually, I know their sports channel.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I go for the comedy. I don't go for the sports. But I
So,
think a
but
lot of
some
people
people go to
appreciate.
Undisputed to watch the comedy of Skip. So you can also say that's also comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
But
watch it. You can
yeah,
laugh at the delusionalness.
but I think that there's a
Yeah,
place for
I
that. And I
understand
think
what your point, though. I understand your point. I'm just joking, of course,
yeah,
but I
and I,
understand your point. It's totally different. Um, I mean, this I don't watch neither of them. To at a certain point, I used to watch Skip and Shannon a lot, but at a certain, I mean, suddenly I had the feeling like I'm tired of watching debates, man.
yeah, yeah.
I'm tired of watching debates. It's not adding Skip, but it's also with Steven. They were making points that had no sense. It
Yeah,
was pure nonsense. I was like,
yeah,
any person with two brain cells knows that this cannot be true.
yeah. Well, yeah. So that's my point. And the way and with the way that they make it, right? So like it's that's what I say. So he knows how to bring his points across. But sometimes sometimes KR, and it's not Stephen A. I would blame the producers because they come up with certain questions and points, and you're like, are we really gonna debate about this, or are we really gonna debate about it again?
Oh yeah,
And
that's
the
true.
way that they will talk about it, and that's my point. And to me, it's like it's something very lighthearted, and yeah. But I do think so. I personally haven't reached the point of fatigue yet as it relates to debate shows, but I am gradually moving more towards the more informal parts. But that's like for comedy. But again, I go for the comedy. I don't go for the news, and that's that's my whole thing. So I guess it depends on what you're going for.
Yeah.
Uh, I believe that well, if you take, I can understand your take as well. That you're saying that it is what it is. One as a sports show. I didn't count it in as a sports show. That's why I didn't pick them, because if it's entertainment, to me they would have won by a landslide. But to me, there are sport commentary. They're good at what they do, but I see it as more jokes,
Yeah.
than I do sport commentaries.
Okay. Now, anyway, at the end of the day, I think sports debating is on its maybe last leg. You also see in the way the moves ESPN has made the last half a year. They booted other debate shows they had and introduced Pat McAfee, which is, like you said, more lighthearted. There's also more. They discuss the news a bit quite different, more on the open, like what really happened, what do you think happened, and they also you also make it easier for athletes to join the show because they know that they won't be get ambushed, which usually happens at these other shows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They had like weekly they had the weekly call with Aaron Rodgers. You had everyone wanted that Aaron Rodgers. I know people would have deleted people to get that call in sports media,
yeah,
but he gave it to Pat McAfee.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I think debate shows are on the last leg, and maybe this is the last hooray. Let's see how it ends.
Yeah, let's see. With that being said, it has been once more a pleasure to serve you guys once more. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Whatever your thoughts are, please let us know in the comment section down below. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Share the video with your friends, your family, and of course your enemies. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps us grow the channel and improve the quality of our shows. As KaiR always says at the end of the show,
Today we had a new platform, a new format. Sorry. Let us know in the comments what you think about this new format.
yes. Guys, let us know. The engagement is also welcome. So if it's bad or good, just let us know what you guys think. It's been a pleasure to serve you once more, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time, peace.
Peace.